Sorry, I said I wouldn't cry. Oh, and I haven't yet. My name is Will Deckard, and this is my I Go Bound. So I want to start with a little story about being a senior in high school. Now, when I was a senior in high school, I was told about CCH by my dad, and actually knew a guy from my church who had gone there. My dad really wanted me to go live at CCH, but I thought, honestly, although this may sound like a shock to some people, that sounded pretty bad to me. I didn't want to do that, but with a ton of convincing, my dad and also this guy from my church, they were able to convince me that CCH was going to be a good place to live. So I showed up, still kind of skeptical, and the first person other than Lance that I encountered was Austin Williams, who immediately took it upon himself to introduce himself to me and take me out to get some hot box cookies, just at a random time in the night. While there, I got to meet Calvin Blaylock, and those guys were just super influential on me. And I think there's some lessons to be learned from that interaction. Really, an interaction like that took somebody stepping out, and I think Austin really knew from the get-go that that's what he wanted to do, and his doing that was able to make an impact on me. And I think seniors and leaders at CCH need to have that same mindset and attitude of going out, reaching out to freshmen and new people, but also not to pat myself on the back too much, but just the willingness to say yes and go and do spontaneous things like that. I know many people will probably echo the same thing in their I Go Bounds, but it's unfortunate, I think, that a few too many people at CCH are just kind of half there, or willing to live at the house and go to the well but not do much else. I really want to stress in this I Go Bound how important it is to just dive in fully to the CCH community. Leaving CCH after my time there is going to be one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my lifetime. And if you leave CCH yourself and don't feel that same way, I don't think you've done CCH right. I think that it's a good thing that I'm feeling so sad about leaving. I'm really thankful for all the friends that I've met at CCH and all the people who have gone out of their way and worked hard to make CCH a community that looks just like God's kingdom. I mean, I think of the church in Acts, of everybody sharing everything that they have and praying amongst one another. I see a lot of that in CCH, and I'm very thankful for being able to be a part of that, and for also being able to pass down that legacy to younger folks like those that may be watching right now. I'm very thankful for Lance and Corey and Chris and Nick Riley and Lydia and all of the staff, Leroy and the international staff, David and Dennis and Buck and Ben. Thank you guys for creating CCH and the environment and leading it, for speaking at the well and preaching God's word on a daily basis. And thank you to everybody at CCH who just creates an atmosphere where God is glorified above all else. I hope that I've done something to contribute to that, and I hope that it just gets stronger and stronger as the days go on. Thank you to my life group leaders, especially Matt and Tyler. I've gone really close to you guys, and just want to thank you for that. Thank you for all my roommates. I've had 6 of them, I believe, and I've never had a bad one, because at CCH there's really not too many bad roommates that you can have. Also, I want to emphasize that you should go out and join a life group, because those have been the places where I've come very close to people. And finally, since I have 25 seconds left, I go bound as an electrical engineering major to go be an electrical planning engineer at Toth & Associates in Springfield, Missouri, where I will plan electrical systems and grids for the future. Thank you so much.